this is the magnet assembly. Catches the lids, both sides. Motor switch. Okay, so I wanted to point it out. When you get the AutoStir shipped to you, you'll notice, you see how that is a little bit loose. Okay, if you can hear it, maybe you can't see it as much, but okay, I set it just loose enough like that to where it has some flexibility, because this makes the magnet catch stronger. It has a stronger catch to it. And also, I wanted to point out, you see these retaining walls, I call them. This is made so that you can adjust the strength of the magnet catch. If it's too strong, like if you think it's too strong, you can just take the bolt out, take the box off, the two bolts on the side, pull the box out, remove this bolt, and then just take off one of the magnet stacks. I'm going to show you how I do this with these. You can get these at Home Depot, aluminum housing magnet door catches. But if you can see, the one stack, so it'd be the magnet and then the top plate, you would just remove that from here, so you leave it with the top plate, so you just have one magnet catch on there. And then if it's too weak, like say, if you have for 80 cord discs, this is more than enough, but like if you have 160 cord, sometimes they're not as strong, or to your taste, you want it to catch stronger, rather than put another magnet on and then another magnet catch on the door and all that. It's a real hassle. It's much simpler to just go down and pick up, let's see if I get this in the camera here, pick up one of these magnets, take off one of the stacks and add it to each side, so you can stack them up on each side and make it even stronger. So that thing would be, like a lot harder to take off. If you're in a situation where you're dumping pretty hard and the lids are falling down, just add another stack to it. And if you tighten this down tight, it won't catch as strong. You'll see that one of the things about these type of magnets is the housing is cheaply made, but the magnets themselves and the plates are good quality. So they work better when they're loose like this, just slightly loose. So I wanted to point that out, so when you get the AutoStir, it's like, hey, he didn't tighten these. Well, it comes that way on purpose. If you were to do an experiment, if you wanted to, you can tighten these and you'll see what I'm talking about. They just won't, be as strong. Like I say, if you want it stronger, take some magnets out of here. I'll show you how to do that in a minute and stack them up. Or if you want it so it doesn't hold much, like you think it's too hard for you to pull it off, just remove a magnet. So it's got some versatility, and that's why it was designed that way. And this housing is very solid. It'll last a lifetime. This setup should last you a very long time, and that's why it was designed that way. We don't bolt them on like this and then it starts tearing up your box and stuff starts falling apart. You'll see in a minute how easily these housings come apart, and that's another reason why I built this system the way I did. So I'm going to take this, set it back a little bit here. I'm just going to show you how easy this is to take off. If you grab a screwdriver, just kind of pry this side up a little bit, and then you get a pair of needle nose pliers, and then you just kind of twist it. See how that just comes off by hand? So you can take these basically apart by hand. That's how, you know, cheaply the housing on these are made, but the actual magnets are good quality. And like I say, you can pick these up at Home Depot. If you happen to pick these up at Lowe's, they'll also work. They're just slightly shaped different. And then the hole, okay, in the Home Depot, or excuse me, the hole in the ones that you buy from Lowe's will need to be drilled out with a 5/32 inch drill bit to fit the bolts that the housing goes on. The bolt these down to the assembly. But the ones that come from Home Depot, you don't have to do anything. You just place them on, and they're just, the ones at Home Depot are slightly longer, so that's why I like those better. Plus, I don't have to drill them out. But these ones actually came from Lowe's. I'm using these just because Home Depot was out of stock. So, customer wants this shipped today. I'm gonna ship this afternoon. But you know, I'm just gonna. I had to, the ones that are on there, I had to drill out with a 5/32 drill bit, which is, let me get one here. This is a 5/32 drill bit, so just to open it up a little bit. And then make sure you get a brush and clean off the shavings that come off, you know, when you drill through it, because you don't want any little metal bits that might fall off into your popcorn. And I cleaned those off really good before I shipped them out too as well. So anyway, as you can see here, it kind of comes off kind of hard. You can kind of see how these come apart. So you can just take, say, this top piece with the magnet and the plate, and let me show you here. So you can just, you know, take this and just mount it right on top of there, you know, with the bolt through it, make it stronger, or take it off if you want to adjust the catch and release on that. So